Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded I removed the dangerous variable from an already. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, and what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to... No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser. And cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades old. Can't remember the many lives you've taken. Orlays was the man whose death you brought about around the moon of Etheria. The man I had to eliminate. It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used it. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was... They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands, all without leave. Slow work. Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new thing, though now. Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as... It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure it. And look at the results. I know for a fact, isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the vet, with only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right. Something befitting the dedicated. Well, of course, they can't give you a command. Responsibility like that has to be earned. The cabinet done. I expect you'll be quite pleased with the result. And none of it. Precisely. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks of the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was... After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. Hunting down criminals. And I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once you would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down. Impossible, though. If the cabinet learns I'm... Splendid. Then
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Aciles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means Hydra plans would work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find it? Any leads on who might have committed?
That seems unlikely, considering he's been dust-roving.
I'm sure the captain just misspoke, right? No, that's impossible. He's gone. My father is dead.
That's quite the revelation.
Certainly putting it mildly.
Alive. Faye Victus is alive? Wait. You knew he was... You were sworn to... You swore. I guess I, of all people, should know. Doesn't mean I'm not mad. But I guess you letting us... Now at least we can inform the cabinet and let them deal. I'm sure he did. But he killed dozens of people. But now I guess we've got our answer. Any last things we needed to... This might be our last opportunity to talk things through. Aciles aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Aciles, we're at least dealing with known risk. It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizen, but if you're really that concerned, you could request they be lenient. They might be. And here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence. Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays? It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to...
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man is gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling. considering Francois Sinon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That...
He knew they could do this. And said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, man.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject. Once confronted, Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Victor soon. That's... But cutting off Victus's contact with the outside world is likely to be just... That will be up to the Cabinet, but I don't appreciate our mercy being taken. I'm not sure I see why someone with UC blood on their hands would merit leniency. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other, with the threads you've brought together here. The Lazarus plant, the attacks. The 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But now, as such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinium. All materials related.
A sound decision, Madam President. Tell the Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to utilize?
I'm in agreement. I failed.
That's true. With all the mistakes and the deception that's been going on, the UC has an obligation.
Oh, that is an interesting idea. A grand gesture to further display...
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture.
So, you want us to make nice with the Collective by sharing our states?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions. That the plant will never be used as a...
That does sound very well. We'll get the collective. Thank you for the suggestion. So then, the Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is salt side. Using it to wipe out the terramorphs would be the quickest path.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes.
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similar. Only the captain.
I see. Captain, I know this may not... Please.
infinitesimally low.
But not zero.
The chance of a starship landing on you as you sit here isn't zero. Personally, my fear isn't mutation, but terramorphs developing a resistance. But that's something our group can continue to address, as I believe we should. I can feel this one. While intimidating creatures, certainly, Asylees are docile unless provoked. They're honestly closer to oversized mobile scanners than deadly predators. The concern is that, while all proposed methods will be long-term efforts, the Asylees are the slowest. Slow to breed, slow to... We do everything we could to accelerate that process, including mustering some of our mothballed cloning technology. But if we do elect to use this method, we'll be doing things at the pace of a megafauna, which is not an...
This won't work without them.
Exactly right, man. The Interstellar Affairs Office has already begun reaching out to worlds throughout the settlements, informing them of the risks we're all facing. And that the UC has a plan to prevent. Thus far, the response has been open. The spirit of mutual cooperation displayed between the UC and the Freestar Collective in managing the Terramorph data set a good tone for the work we're doing. We expect we'll hit some resistance, but our office has plenty of carrots and sticks to ensure the program.
The responsibilities will be spread across multiple groups. Research and day-to-day administration will be handled by a new group. All diplomatic concerns and coordination will fall to Chief Yassine and but most of the actual on-the-ground work... Very well.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little... The science division is in full agreement.
I doubt there's another body in the galaxy that could pull it.
Absolutely correct. There are no better hands in the galaxy for this project.
Order, please. And Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorphing, as befits such a group. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah.
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the... Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouses... You all have it. Now, there's Major Sinan, Dr. Walker. I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's...
We'd be honored, ma'am.
And as a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I would speak to your commander. Tuat, he should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with me. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, this meeting is adjourned.
new status. Congratulations on making Class 1.
Just got a feeling about it. If you've seen something interesting, let me know. If it pans out into a full story, you'll be calm. Next time, then.